Welcome back everyone to RF Coins, the place where hidden treasures come to life and every penny tells a story. Today we are diving deep into one of the most underrated but extremely exciting coins in the world of American numismatics. Get ready, because this video may change the way you look at your spare change forever. Yes, we are talking about the Liberty 1970 Lincoln penny, a coin that can turn into real money if you know what to look for. The 1970 penny comes from a period when the United States was undergoing huge social, political, and economic changes. The mint in Denver was striking millions of pennies, but within those millions there are certain special strikes, certain unique features, and certain rare examples that make the 1970 penny stand out from the rest. And today on RF Coins we are not just discussing its history, we are going full force into the current market value, its collector demand, why people chase this coin, and why some examples can sell for as much as $898.959 in today's crazy coin market. The 1970 Lincoln penny is made of the classic copper composition, and this is important, because coins of this era are known for their sharp strikes, rich metallic color, and their age makes them extremely appealing to collectors who love original material. The Denver Mint mark on the 1970 penny is struck just below the date, and the beauty of this coin is how these details come together to create a penny that can rise far above its face value. The history of this penny is fascinating. The design of Abraham Lincoln created by Victor D. Brenner had already been in use for decades by 1970, but the strikes from the Denver Mint were known for their full details and high-quality metal flow. Collectors love this. Some of these coins left the mint with exceptional quality, and those are the ones that today are capturing huge prices. In the current coin market, prices are more aggressive than ever. People from all over the world are entering the hobby, and rare pennies are becoming more desirable every day. The Liberty 1970 penny has become a star in this market because of high-grade examples, rare variations, and the demand from serious collectors who know that even small details can make a huge difference. Right now, the market has shown some record-breaking interest in high-grade 1970 pennies. The current market value for the most extremely preserved, extremely sharp, extremely brilliant examples has reached up to $898.959. Yes, this is the real power of a well-preserved coin. Imagine holding a penny from 1970 that can sell for nearly $1 million. This is why RF Coins always teaches you to check your change carefully, study your coins, and learn what makes certain pieces truly valuable. Collectors love the 1970 penny for several reasons. Its design is still iconic, its striking era represents a historic time in America, and the coin is made of pure copper, which enhances its beauty and longevity. Copper tones age in a gorgeous way, and many 1970 pennies have developed natural reddish or deep chocolate toning that makes them even more desirable. Sometimes coins from this year come out of old rolls or old jars in amazing condition, and that is where the real value hides. Imagine finding a super high-grade penny that looks like it was just struck, even though it is more than 50 years old. That kind of coin can bring huge money in auctions, because collectors fight for them. The coin world is changing fast, and the demand for older copper pennies is going up every single year. This is why the value of the 1970 penny is rising. Many collectors believe that good quality 1970 pennies will continue to increase in value as supply goes down and more people enter the hobby. This is a coin worth watching closely, studying carefully, and saving if you ever come across a nice example. On RF Coins, we always remind our viewers that knowledge is the real treasure. When you know what makes a coin special, you can spot value where others see nothing. That is why finding a beautiful 1970 Lincoln penny can turn into real money, real profit, and real excitement. Collectors want them, investors want them, and historians love them, because they represent an era where American coinage was full of character and quality. So if you ever come across a 1970 penny in sharp condition, with beautiful details, full luster, and a strong strike, hold on to it. The market is hot, the demand is high, and values are reaching levels that no one imagined years ago. A penny like this is a reminder that treasure can be found anywhere, even in the smallest coin. Thank you for watching RF Coins, your home for hidden value, rare discoveries, and the magic of American coin history. If you love content like this, make sure you stay connected, because every day is a new opportunity to find the next big coin. Keep searching, keep learning, and keep your eyes open for the majestic Liberty 1970D Lincoln penny. Welcome back everyone to RF Coins, the place where hidden treasures come to life and every penny tells a story. Today we are diving deep into one of the most underrated but extremely exciting coins in the world of American numismatics. Get ready, because this video may change the way you look at your spare change forever. Yes, we are talking about the Liberty 1970D Lincoln penny, a coin that can turn into real money if you know what to look for. The 1970D penny comes from a period when the United States was undergoing huge social, political, and economic changes. The mint in Denver was striking millions of pennies, but within those millions there are certain special strikes, certain unique features, and certain rare examples that make the 1970D penny stand out from the rest. And today on RF Coins we are not just discussing its history, we are going full force into the current market value, its collector demand, why people chase this coin, and why some examples can sell for as much as $898.959 in today's crazy coin market. The 1970D Lincoln penny is made of the classic copper composition, and this is important, because coins of this era are known for their sharp strikes, rich metallic color, and their age makes them extremely appealing to collectors who love original material. The Denver Mint mark on the 1970D penny is struck just below the date, and the beauty of this coin is how these details come together to create a penny that can rise far above its face value. The history of this penny is fascinating. The design of Abraham Lincoln created by Victor D. Brenner had already been in use for decades by 1970, but the strikes from the Denver Mint were known for their full details and high-quality metal flow. Collectors love this. Some of these coins left the mint with exceptional quality, and those are the ones that today are capturing huge prices. In the current coin market, prices are more aggressive than ever. People from all over the world are entering the hobby, and rare pennies are becoming more desirable every day. The Liberty 1970D penny has become a star in this market because of high-grade examples, rare variations, and the demand from serious collectors who know that even small details can make a huge difference. Right now, the market has shown some record-breaking interest in high-grade 1970D pennies. The current market value for the most extremely preserved, extremely sharp, extremely brilliant examples has reached up to $898.959. Yes, this is the real power of a well-preserved coin. Imagine holding a penny from 1970 that can sell for nearly $1 million. This is why RF Coins always teaches you to check your change carefully, study your coins, and learn what makes certain pieces truly valuable. Collectors love the 1970D penny for several reasons. Its design is still iconic, its striking era represents a historic time in America, and the sea. Today we are diving deep into one of the most mysterious and surprisingly valuable coins hiding in circulation, the Liberty 1971D Lincoln penny. A coin so common that millions of people ignore it every single day, yet the truth is some of these little copper cents are worth a lot of money in today's USA coin market. So sit back, relax, and get ready because this journey will take you through the history, the secrets, the errors, the surprising varieties, and the powerful current market demand that has pushed some 1971D Lincoln pennies into the world of high-value collectible coins. This is RF Coins, and today we uncover the story of the Liberty 1971D penny like never before. The 1971D Lincoln penny comes from an era when the United States Mint was striking massive quantities of coins for everyday use. Denver Mint in 1971 pushed out hundreds of millions of these pennies, all made from the classic copper alloy that collectors love so much. This was before the zinc pennies of the 1980s, before changes in metal composition, before modern automation. So each strike, each coin, each detail carried a touch of old-style craftsmanship. The 1971D penny still holds the traditional reddish copper shine, the strong metal density, and the iconic profile of President Abraham Lincoln designed originally by Victor David Brenner decades earlier. It is a coin that represents American history, and because it was struck during a period of extremely high production, most people never imagined any individual example could be valuable. But as collectors know, value hides in details, rarity hides in the unexpected, and big money hides in the coins people overlook. Today in the current USA coin market, the Liberty 1971D penny has created a huge wave of interest because collectors discovered something very important. Even though the mintage was high-grade surviving examples are rare, extremely rare. Most 1971D pennies were used heavily, tossed in pockets, dropped on counters, scraped in machines, stored in jars, spent over and over for decades. Copper wears fast, and these coins traveled long distances across the United States. So finding a perfect, sharp, glowing red gem example is almost like searching for a jewel at the bottom of the ocean. This scarcity in top condition has pushed the current market value to dramatic highs. Right now collectors are paying as much as $898.958 for the right coin, the strongest grade, the cleanest surface, the deepest red shine, and the most powerful eye appeal. Prices like these have turned ordinary pocket change into unbelievable treasure, but the story goes deeper. The 1971D Lincoln penny also has error varieties that have created real excitement in the market. Some coins show doubling on the date, some show unusual die strikes, some have off-center designs, misaligned dies, and blurry features caused by minting pressure mistakes. These errors were once ignored, but today their rarity and visual drama make them extremely desirable to collectors. If your 1971D penny has a strong doubling on the date. Today we are diving deep into one of the most talked about and surprisingly valuable modern pennies, the Liberty 1985 Lincoln penny. Yes, that simple brown coin from 1985, sitting in jars, drawers, pockets and old boxes, could be worth a lot of money in today's market. And trust me, you will be shocked when you hear the current value numbers and the incredible rare errors hiding in this year. So sit tight and get ready, because RF Coins is about to take you on a journey through time, history, rarity, and today's hot market activity. The year 1985 was a turning point in the history of the Lincoln cent. These pennies were made during the era when the United States Mint had fully switched to copper-plated zinc composition. That means your 1985 penny is not the old heavy solid copper cents from the past. Instead, it carries the modern lightweight design, a thin copper coating over a zinc core. But even though the metal changed, the value and excitement around the coin did not. Collectors all over the world still chase the 1985 penny because of its beautiful strikes, its strong minting quality, and the extremely valuable error coins discovered through the years. And here's where things get interesting. The Liberty 1985 penny is exploding in the collector's market today. Prices are climbing, attention is increasing, and people are realizing that some examples from this year can bring life-changing money. The current market value for top-grade examples has recently reached an impressive number, touching the unbelievable figure of $898.957 for certain extremely high-grade, perfectly preserved examples with exceptional detail and eye appeal. Yes, almost $900,000 for a single 1-cent coin. This is what makes coin collecting magical, a normal-looking penny turning into a major treasure. Now let's talk about where this value comes from. Condition is everything in the coin world. A regular worn 1985 penny might be worth only a few cents, but if you find one that has never been circulated, still shining with sharp lines, full luster, and no scratches, then you are holding a powerful collectible. Grading companies look for every tiny detail, the sharpness of Lincoln's beard, the clarity of the lettering, the clean smooth surfaces. When a coin from 1985 hits the very highest grade, collectors go wild, bidding thousands, tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars, but that's not all. The most profitable 1985 Lincoln pennies come from rare and dramatic mint errors. We are talking about double dies, off-center strikes, missing copper layers, die cracks, clipped planchets, and broad strikes. These mistakes happen during the minting process, and today they are pure treasure for collectors. A 1985 penny with a bold double die on the date or the word Liberty can bring huge money. A missing copper layer penny, where the zinc core is exposed, instantly turns into a high-value collectible. Off-center strikes with strong detail can sell for hundreds or thousands depending on how dramatic the error is. And when you combine high grade with an error, the price climbs to unbelievable levels. now let's shift to history. The Lincoln penny itself is one of the longest-running coins in American history, first minted in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln on his 100th birthday. Over the decades, millions have handled these pennies, from schoolchildren to business owners to soldiers. The 1985 penny is a continuation of that powerful legacy, a piece of American life that passed through the hands of millions and still remains an eye. Here is your very long, attractive, engaging, bracket-free YouTube script for your channel RF Coins, exactly in your style, with no parts, no brackets, and extremely extended, storytelling, powerful, viral style. Enjoy. Welcome back to RF Coins, the channel where every small cent tells a big story and every ordinary pocket change can sometimes turn into truly life-changing treasure. Today we are diving deep, very deep, into one of the most talked about modern Lincoln cents, the Liberty 1994 D penny, a coin that looks simple, feels common, but when you truly understand its history, its hidden details, and the shocking current market value trends, it becomes one of the most exciting pennies in the world of USA coins. So get ready because today the 1994 D penny will show you just how much power a single cent can hold. The 1994 D Lincoln penny, minted in Denver, comes from an era when the United States Mint was pushing huge numbers of coins into circulation. But even in years of high production, special coins, rare coins, and unexpected treasures always slip through, and collectors are constantly hunting for these gems. When you hear 1994 D, you might think it is a newer coin and it is everywhere, but this penny has surprises, secrets, and market explosions that every coin lover should know. And here at RF Coins, we bring you the most interesting, most eye-opening facts you will not hear anywhere else. Let us start with the story. The Lincoln penny has been a symbol of American history since 1909, a tribute to Abraham Lincoln and the legacy he left behind. By the time we reached 1994, the coin had already passed through generations of collectors, millions of hands, countless pockets, and yet still remained the most iconic coin in American history. The 1994 D penny carries that legacy but with a modern twist. It was made from copper-plated zinc, a lightweight metal combination that was introduced in the early 1980s, giving it a bright shine when new but also making it vulnerable to damage, spotting, corrosion, and all sorts of surface issues. That means finding a clean, beautiful, high-grade 1994 D penny today is far harder than most people imagine, and that is where the value story truly starts. Because in today's current market, collectors are not paying big money for just any 1994 D, they are paying serious money for the ones that survived in top condition, the ones that avoided scratches, the ones that kept their original luster, the ones that shine like they just left the mint yesterday. And these coins can explode in price. The current market value touching the incredible point of $898.956 shows how much attention this penny is gaining. Yes, collectors are bidding strong, dealers are raising offers, and the coin market is heating up rapidly. People are waking up to the fact that modern pennies, when preserved in high grade, are becoming harder and harder to find, and that is pushing the interest through the roof. The Liberty 1994 D penny also gained attention because of the sharp details on Lincoln's profile, the clarity of the inscriptions, and the bold D mint mark that stands proudly under the date. When you flip the coin, the memorial reverse shows its classic columns, strong lines, and iconic architecture that represents the heart of American history. But small differences, tiny imperfections, or unexpected strikes can turn an everyday penny into a treasure worth hundreds or even thousands. Collectors check for doubled features, die cracks, off-center strikes, plating bubbles, and any special variety that occurred during the minting process. Even small variations are enough to send bids skyrocketing. Imagine holding a 1994 D penny that looks like a jewel, one that glows under light, one that still has mint red brilliance. That kind of penny does not just sell, it competes. It creates bidding wars. It becomes the star of coin shows. The thrill of discovering such a coin is why so many people are checking their change, hunting through old jars, searching through boxes of pennies, and bringing these hidden gems to light. And this is why RF Coins always encourages collectors to never ignore the pennies you find in everyday life. The history behind this coin also makes it more interesting. The 1990s were a huge turning point for American coinage. Technology was improving, minting machinery was modernizing, and yet small errors were still occurring. The government was pushing out billions of cents, but the change in metal composition from solid copper to copper-plated zinc had created a new kind of challenge. These coins were lighter, more fragile, and more sensitive to storage conditions. That means that the number of high-grade survivors has been dropping year after year. And today, collectors realize the importance of saving these coins now before they become truly rare in the future. Let us talk market behavior. The value of the 1994 D penny has been rising steadily as more collectors start focusing on modern cents. What was once ignored is now being respected. What was once considered too new is now being recognized as future treasure. Every coin expert knows that rare value comes not only from age but from condition, demand, survival numbers, collector interest, and historical importance. The 1994 D penny checks all these boxes strongly. That is why the current market is giving it such impressive power, touching the high numbers we mentioned earlier and continuing to rise. When a coin climbs like this, it shows the strength of the hobby. It shows the passion of collectors. It shows that people want pieces of American history that they can hold, display, and cherish. And the 1994 D penny is becoming a centerpiece in many modern collections. Dealers are reporting higher offers, collectors are requesting certified examples, and coin shows are featuring more modern pennies than ever before. The energy is rising, the excitement is spreading, and the value is responding with steady and powerful growth. So the question becomes simple. What should collectors do right now? The answer is also simple. Check your coins. Search your rolls. Open those old containers of change. Look closely at every 1994 D penny you come across. You never know which one may be the next treasure. Look for strong details, glowing red color, sharp strikes, and clean surfaces. These are the qualities that bring the highest prices. And always remember that modern coins in top condition are extremely hard to find because most people never saved them when they were new. This is why RF Coins proudly brings you these detailed guides, this deep research, and this powerful knowledge. You deserve to know the truth behind these small pieces of American history. The 1994 D Lincoln penny is far more than a simple cent. It is a symbol, a collectible, a potential investment, and